2 weeks after events on Vermont, planet of the Baldir. Seraphina Grace Waters didn't understand what lay in front of her face. She blinked to clear her vision, but what she saw remained the same. A feast for two had been laid out on one end of the long table, complete with cloth napkins and glasses filled with wine. Steam rose from a few dishes, wafting aromas toward her that caused her belly to rumble with hunger. Phina stared in confusion at the man standing next to the table. "What's all this?" Link smiled, his brown eyes alight with amusement. "Dinner, of course." Her eyes moved between her mentor and the table, then she waggled her finger at each. "Seriously, Link, what is this?" Link's face drooped, and he gave her puppy dog eyes. "I can't have anything more in mind than a nice dinner?" She raised her eyebrows and popped the word, "Nope." He grinned with satisfaction. "You know me so well already." Phina rolled her eyes, then she stared at him. He held her gaze for a minute before gesturing at the table. "Are we going to eat?" "Are you going to talk?" "Of course." "Then we'll eat." She hesitantly moved forward, then sat down in the chair he indicated, feeling a little uncomfortable. This didn't seem like a casual meal. She surveyed the spread. The selections included pasta with a red meat sauce, her favorite spicy chicken dish, fresh buttered rolls, and her favorite salad. In addition to those wonderful aromas, she turned toward the very welcome scent of either chocolate cake or brownies, which were probably under the covered tray in the middle of the table. Phina bet on brownies because they slightly edged out chocolate cake in her book, and that was the point. All these were her favorites, which made her suspicious. This meal had been carefully planned, which meant Link either had something awful to tell her and the food was for consolation or comfort, or he was buttering her up because he wanted something. That he wouldn't just come out and say what he wanted to as he normally did spoke volumes about how bad it would be. Link had just settled down in his seat when she reached over and lifted the lid of the tray. Bingo. After snagging a brownie, she put the cover down and began to munch on the treat. Fudgy chocolate flooded her mouth, causing her to moan and close her eyes as she enjoyed it. All too soon, his voice broke the daze caused by the chocolatey goodness. "Why am I not surprised you went for dessert first?" Phina opened her eyes to see her mentor leaning back in his chair, looking at her with amusement. Ignoring Link for the moment, she closed her eyes again and slowly finished the delicious treat. Brownies were her favorite, but that didn't mean she had them all that often. She finished by licking her fingers, then opened her eyes to find her napkin. "Some days you need to have dessert first. I have a feeling this is going to be one of them, and I wanted to enjoy it before my day got worse with whatever it is you want to tell me." Link smirked as he reached for the food in front of him, dishing himself some before passing it to her. "Look at you, smarty pants, figuring it all out." "Uh-huh. So, what's going on? I don't really know how to take all of this." She waved her hand at the table. She was certain Link wanted something. She just wasn't sure what. Or what it would cost her. "If it makes you feel better, you could call it a date." His eyebrows danced up and down as he grinned. Phina stared at him and stopped scooping spicy chicken onto her plate, showing she was not amused before blinking and waiting. Finally, he rolled his eyes and grumbled. "Holy buckets of seriousness, Batman, fine. I'll tell you what's going on." She suppressed a smile as she finished getting her food. Forking up a bite, she kept her eyes on him. "Does that mean you're my sidekick?" Link let out a laugh as he shook his head. "Maybe someday, kid." She looked him over, using the skills he had taught her to read his body language, and realized he was both nervous and a little reluctant to talk, as well as not sure if he wanted to be farther away or closer. Something must be really bothering him to forget to control his body language this much. Her heart beat faster, and she took deep breaths to calm herself. "Link, please. What's going on? What aren't you telling me?"